Arsenal breaking news. Subscribe to our channel to get daily Arsenal breaking news and analysis through voice. Listen to the news and let us know what kind of news you want in the comments. Let's get started. Rodrygo speaks out on Arsenal links. Real Madrid star sets the record straight. Rodrygo's name has once again dominated the summer headlines. But this time, the focus wasn't on a dazzling display in La Liga or the Champions League. Instead, Arsenal became the center of attention after reports in England and Spain suggested that the Brazilian winger was on Mikel Arteta's radar. With speculation spiraling, Rodrygo has finally addressed the noise, offering clarity and a measured response that reveals both his mindset and the reality behind the constant links to Premier League giants. The rumors gathered pace at the height of Arsenal's transfer activity this summer. With the club already investing heavily in strengthening their attack, stories circulated that Edu and Arteta were plotting an ambitious move to lure Rodrygo from Real Madrid. The idea of him linking up with Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice, and new signing Victor Gyökeres sent waves through Arsenal's global fanbase. Social media went into overdrive. Debates erupted among pundits, and the Emirates faithful began to dream of a front line capable of terrorizing any defense in Europe. But as has often been the case in modern football, transfer talk and reality don't always align. When asked directly about Arsenal's interest and whether he ever considered leaving Madrid, Rodrygo's response was clear yet diplomatic. "I'm used to it," he said with a composed smile. "Every summer there are stories. One day it's Arsenal, the next day it's another club. But I'm happy where I am. My focus is on Real Madrid and on giving everything for the badge." That line alone sent a ripple through the media. In those few words, Rodrygo captured the dual reality of football's transfer culture, the relentless churn of speculation, and the resilience players need to maintain focus. The winger did not dismiss Arsenal's stature, nor the pull of the Premier League, but he made it evident that his present and future remained tied to Madrid's ambitions. For Arsenal fans, this was both a reality check and a sign of how far the club has come under Mikel Arteta. A few years ago, the idea of their name being linked with the Champions League winning Brazilian forward from Madrid would have been fanciful. Today, it is seen as part of the club's natural evolution. Arsenal's improved recruitment, Champions League status, and growing global profile mean they are constantly in the conversation for elite-level talent. Rodrygo's explanation also sheds light on the human side of being a player caught in the eye of the transfer storm. For him, speculation is not a once-in-a-while distraction, but a yearly occurrence. He admitted that it took time to adapt to the noise, but now accepts it as part of modern football. "When I was younger, I would read everything, and sometimes it would affect me," he revealed. "Now I know better. I listen to my family, my teammates, and my coaches. That is what matters." It's a mature response that underlines why Madrid value him so highly. At just 24, Rodrygo has already won multiple trophies, scored crucial goals on Europe's biggest stages, and become a trusted figure for both club and country. His versatility, able to play across the front line, and his composure in decisive moments make him indispensable to Carlo Ancelotti. Madrid see him as part of their next great cycle, alongside Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., and Endrick. The Arsenal rumors may not have materialized into concrete talks, but they did highlight something important about Arsenal's project. The fact that players of Rodrygo's caliber are consistently mentioned in connection with Arsenal shows the club's ambition and credibility in the market. This is no longer a side scraping for top four, but a serious contender for the Premier League and Champions League titles. Within the Arsenal camp, Arteta and Edu are known for casting the net wide, exploring options across Europe, and preparing for every scenario. While Gyökeres was secured to lead the line, the club remains attentive to opportunities in the wide forward positions. The Rodrygo link, whether real or exaggerated, fits that narrative. Arsenal wants strength and depth and players who can thrive in their high-intensity system. For Madrid supporters, Rodrygo's words brought relief. The thought of losing him to a direct Champions League rival was unsettling, especially after the recent arrivals of Kylian Mbappe and Endrick, which have already fueled debates about attacking rotations. Rodrygo's reassurance not only settled those concerns, but also reaffirmed his commitment to the project at the Bernabeu. For Arsenal fans, though, there is still room for optimism. Even if Rodrygo is not moving this summer, the broader picture is that Arsenal are now firmly in the conversation for players of his caliber. It represents a shift in perception and power. They are no longer merely admirers from afar, but an attractive destination for the world's best talent. The summer transfer window always produces its winners and losers in the rumor mill. This time, Rodrygo handled it with composure, deflecting the noise while respecting Arsenal's reputation. He explained the truth behind the headlines. There was no direct contact, no dramatic negotiation, just the endless cycle of speculation that comes with being an elite footballer in the modern era. And yet, the story doesn't end there. For Arsenal, the mere association with Rodrygo reflects their growing clout. For Madrid, his words are a reminder of his loyalty and maturity. And for Rodrygo himself, it is proof that he has reached the level where his name alone can dominate the summer agenda. The reality is simple. Arsenal may not have signed Rodrygo, but they have once again announced themselves as a club unafraid of being linked with the very best. As for Rodrygo, his explanation has put the record straight while reinforcing the idea that the speculation will never stop. He is used to it now, and so it seems is the football world. Thank you so much for watching our video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Arsenal FC for more exclusive content on your favorite clubs and the EPL.